Okay. So starting with the interview, what year were you born?
Oh, okay. Mm, I was born in 1996.
Okay, thank you for sharing. Were you born in Taiwan? If not, at what age did you come to Taiwan and with whom?
I was born in Taiwan and Zhanghua, born in Zhanghua. Do you know Zhanghua?
What is
uh,
the
a cut a place in Taiwan,
Oh,
Zhanghua.
okay. Okay, thank you so much for sharing. What is the earliest memory you have of your childhood?
I have two pieces of memories of my childhood. I'm not sure which is first. So I I can share you both. My brain is just like short videos, like TikTok videos.
Mhm.
Mm, one one is that I was riding a tricycle in a bookstore where my mother worked. The other is that there was an earthquake. My families and I went out of my home. But they were vague. They were a bit vague. I can't remember other details.
Mhm. Thank you so much for sharing. In what kind of neighborhood did you grow up?
In my childhood, my family moved house several times. So before that move, I can't remember those people who lived near us. I which I was about 5 or 6 years old. Finally, we moved to a small town and live in a small community. My home, our home, our community is surrounded by fields. For going to the town center, we can ride a bike or a scooter or drive a car, which spends about 5 to 10 minutes. Because of those fields, sometimes some creatures such as fireflies, spiders, and ants, snakes, or other insects came into my home. I think the most annoying bug is mosquito. During the night, our community is rather quiet. Expect the sounds of birds or insects. We can see a lot of crops in the fields from summer to autumn. Most of those crops are rice. Some of them are corn or vegetables such as cabbage, or fruits such as tomatoes, grapes. That's all I can remember.
Yeah, so it sounds like you lived like not really in a city, kind of different from what I've lived in a city my whole life. So that's very interesting. Thank you for sharing. What kind of values did your parents instill in you?
I think they are honesty, integrity, and study hard.
Yeah.
Yes.
Yeah, those are good values. Our parents definitely want us to succeed, so I'm happy to hear that. What kinds of conversations did you have around the dinner table?
After I went to senior high school, I rarely had dinner with my parents because I didn't live at home. I live in a dormitory or rooming house when I was at senior high school and university. So I can recall, what I can recall is a small part of my memories. Conversations at my dinner table were generally about my parents' works or daily news. My parents, because they care about my grades in school, so they usually ask me about my exam results, my homework, or something about my performance in school.
Yeah, so it sounds like usually the conversation was geared towards talking about your day and just getting to know a little bit more about each other's lives during the day. So that sounds awesome. What was your favorite food and who prepared it for you usually?
Are you familiar with Taiwanese dishes? Do you know some Taiwanese dishes? Maybe I can show you the pictures.
Sure, you can start your video if you'd like, just to show me.
Let me check how to share my screen. Wait a minute. I'm not good at this app.
Yeah, of course, take your time. I see a video, a button I can click. Does that do anything for you? To ask to show screen. Wait a minute. Okay. How to share my screen? Okay, so there should be a green bottom or green button at the bottom. Does it say anything like that? Share screen.
Oh, I can't find.
Okay, do you have it on a phone or like something that you can show to the screen, or did you want to really share the screen?
I can't. I don't know how to share my screen.
Yeah, I think there should be a green button, but if you can't see it, I'm really bad at this app too, so I'm not really sure.
I can share you in words, okay. but there's no picture. I think you cannot know what's those food like.
Okay, I'd still love to hear about it. I'm very interested.
Do you I have no single favorite food, but I like a lot of Taiwanese dishes. Do you know mi gao?
I don't.
This you see my message?
Yeah, I do.
Those is.
Oh, okay. I'll click on the link now. Oh, okay.
It's one of my favorite dish, which is made of rice, meat, mushroom, soy sauce, and something I don't know. and and your fan. Do you know your fan?
I don't know.
Which whose English translation is Chinese sticky rice. I can share you the message. Yeah.
Okay, I can see that. I can see the pictures. That looks really good. Yeah. Can you tell me a little bit more about this one?
It is similar to mee gao, the first one. It's also made of rice, but some different from the first. I can't explain how the difference.
But they are. They look different, and I'm sure they are different.
Another one is 高丽菜饭, whose literal meaning is cabbage rice. It's made of stewed cabbage and rice. I can show you the pictures.
I'm looking at it now. That also looks really good.
Cabbage and rice.
Right.
Maybe add some mushroom meat or something. Which you like. And they are much more than these. But it's endless. I can't really introduce all of them in my English.
Yeah. Are those like your top three? Your top three favorite?
Oh, and in Chinese, 米糕油饭 高丽菜饭
It's good to know the names. Thank you. So what language did you speak at home?
Mandarin. 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 Sometimes Taiwanese.
Thank you for sharing. What did your family do for a living?
Sorry.
What did your family do for a living?
Oh. My father is a skilled worker, and my mom is a waitress.
Thank you for sharing. What was your relationship with your mother and father like?
My relationship. In fact, I don't like live with them. I can't really get along with them. I think my mom is a bit controlling. It's hard to explain in a few words. In my family, my parents' manners are a bit authoritarian. Authoritarian. In my childhood, everything was prescribed, and I could not say no to them. During growing up, to a teenager. There were a lot of conflicts between my parents and me. In fact, I can bear some controlling behaviors from them. For instance, I was forced to join several cram courses or cram school and some extracurricular courses, such as math course, English course, writing course, karate course, and so on. And I really didn't like them. The various courses occupy a great part of my childhood, but even though I didn't like them back then, I cannot refuse them.
Yeah.
And another reason that I can't get along with them is the corporal punishment, which they did it to me in my childhood. I know the corporal punishment is common in East Asia. At least in Taiwan, it's rather common at my age. I really hate them. I really hate them. It's a sort of humiliation to me, for me. It's not. It was not just physical punishment. It comprised some abusive terms. I don't think it's healthy for a person's childhood or a person's development mentally.
Yeah, that sounds like a lot. What about any siblings? Did they have any role in your growing up?
I have a younger sister, but weirdly, I don't know her a lot. In my opinion, personally, I think she's more tolerant than me. She can stand my parents' behaviors, controlling behaviors, which I feel unbearable.
Yeah, it sounds like you went through similar things. It was just different how you handled it and how you felt about it. Yeah.
Yes.
What kind of education did you get there, and where did you receive that education?
In Taiwan, I think it was terrible because there were always a lot of studying programs that you have to finish. They were endless. In high school, we had to arrive at school by 7:30 a.m. School started at 9 a.m. and finished at 5 p.m. But after school, those studying programs were not finished. Some of us had to go to the cram schools. Most of us were forced to join the self-study programs. Of course, it was not self-study. It was prescribed by school. And in high school, we had countless daily tests, weekly tests, and midterm exams, and more and more.
Yeah, sounds like a lot. Can I ask what a normal day looks like for you around the age of 10 or 15?
Or at school, we had to finish countless homework and learning progress from Monday to Friday. Sometimes we have to go to cram school maybe 2 times or 3 times a week. At weekends, I usually play basketballs or other exercises with my friends. It was like a loop. From Monday to Friday, we studied hard, and at weekends we have spare time to do what we want.
That sounds, I'm happy to hear that you had time to hang out with your friends and still be a kid around that age, because it's important to hang out with your friends and relax like that. So I'm happy to hear that. What were some of your favorite places to be as a child?
Must say elementary school. Because as an elementary school student, I didn't worry my grades at school very much, and I didn't have much pressure on studying, although my parents still require that I should get good grades at school, but not so much pressure on studying.
Yeah, seems like elementary school felt more like time to hang out with friends, and then once you get a little bit older, that's when school really plays a big part of your life. I feel like I also went through the same thing. Yeah. Could you tell me a little about your friends? How did you play with them? How much time did you spend with them?
My friends, most of them are met in junior or senior high school. We have junior high school and senior high school. Do you know that?
No, I did not know that.
Oh, from 12 to 15 years old, we studied at junior high school, and from 16 to 18 years old, we study at senior high school. So there's two. It's two. It has two parts.
For university, is that just 18 and older?
Yes, can say that. So at junior high school, my friends and I often play basketballs after school. Sometimes at weekends or leisure time, we went swim or play volleyballs and something other exercises. But most activities we played are basketballs. Although I didn't play well. I cannot remember the accurate frequency or time that I spent with my friends in junior high school. We played basketballs maybe 3 times or 4 times a week. And in senior high school, it's above the 15 years old. I spend a lot of time on playing video games with my friends in internet cafe. Do you know internet cafe?
I don't know that. No.
I can show you this.
Oh, okay. Yeah, so is that where they have like a lot of computers where you can all hang out together and play together?
Yes, and you can order dishes.
Oh wow, that's so cool. You literally could eat as you're playing video games with your
Uh,
friends.
it was popular at my age. At
Mm.
my age,
Mhm.
I, I cannot estimate how much time that I
Yeah.
spent on video games during the high school. Maybe 3 times, 4 times a week,
Yeah.
maybe.
And would you spend most of this time like during the weekend? I know you were saying that that's when you had the most free time, during the weekend.
Mm, maybe play League of Legends.
Mm, that sounds fun. That sounded like a lot of fun. Do you still keep in touch with these friends from your childhood?
Yes, yes, yes. But my friends that I keep in touch are most that I met in junior high school or senior high school. Of course, I still keep in touch with my friends that I met in university.
Mm.
Those who I met in elementary school, I rarely contact them.
Mm. Yeah, it sounds like there was a lot of time apart from elementary school to now. We've just grown up so much that it makes sense that you lost touch. What was one of your favorite memories while growing up?
Favorite memories. I think that one of those is that I read a lot of comic books
Mm.
in leisure time. I also watched a lot of cartoons in my childhood, such as Mr. Bean, and the Pink Panther. Do you know Pink Panther?
I know the Pink Panther, yeah.
Disney Channel
Mhm.
or Disney's animations
Mhm.
or uh, and tons of Japanese animations
Mhm.
such as One Piece. Do you know One Piece?
I don't know One Piece, no.
One Piece. It's uh, uh, it's
Oh, okay. So is this what they call anime? This is an anime?
yeah.
Okay.
Naruto. Naruto. Do
Uh-huh.
you know Naruto?
Yes, I've heard of it, yes. Hmm.
And Hunter x Hunter,
I've heard of that one as well.
and just so many animations
Mhm.
in my childhood.
Yeah. Um, can you describe a particularly worrisome or challenging experience from your childhood?
Uh, I think it was entrance examination
Mm.
at my age. We had an entrance examination before we entered the senior high school.
Mm.
At uh, which levels of senior high school that we can study at depends on the result of the entrance examination.
Mhm.
If you got bad grades in this examination, it would be assigned to a best senior high school. If you entered a best senior high school, very likely you would not have good classmates, good teachers, good resources, good study atmospheres, and so on. Which means you very likely would not go to a good university.
Mm.
It's brutal. It's
Yeah.
brutal. it's it's just like that you could not get good grades in this examination, your whole life would be in ruins.
Mm,
So almost every student was diligent in this time.
mhm,
Me too. I think the entrance examination was the most worrisome for me.
mhm,
We still had another examination, entrance examination for going to universities.
mm,
So we had two times entrance examination for first is for going to senior high school, second is for going to universities.
mhm.
So it was worrisome for me or other students in Taiwan.
Yeah. Yeah, it sounds like a lot of pressure is put on these examinations, a lot of pressure
Yes.
about debating how your life is going to go. I'm curious, are you in like a graduate university? Um, like
Yes,
you,
yes.
yes.
I'm a second year graduate student.
Did you also have to go through another examination to get into graduate school?
Mm, no, no,
No,
no.
that's good. That's good. That it sounds like that puts a lot of, or it takes the pressure off, and you're really going to further your education because you want to. You know, it sounds very a lot less pressure.
Yes,
When you grew
because
up, oh, sorry, go ahead.
because I I like the subject that I now study.
Can I ask what subject that is?
I majored in history
Mm,
at in National Taiwan Normal University.
okay. Yeah, it sounds very interesting. Very, and it sounds like you are passionate about it. So that's great. When you grew up, what kind of life and profession did you imagine having as a grown-up? For example, what was your dream job, your ideal family, or a house?
Mm, my dream job. My dream job was to be a scientist.
Mm,
But I was not good at math, uh, chemistry, and those subjects. So so I could not be a scientist. Uh, but did you ask ideal family?
mhm. Yeah.
Ideal family. No, no. I I didn't think about this.
Mm.
Uh, I really didn't think about the ideal family. I didn't think about this.
Yeah, it sounds like you're really focused on your studies and you really want to make sure you get your degree, and that's a great thing as well. So in sum, what kinds of feelings or words come to mind when you remember your childhood in Taiwan?
Uh, Could you repeat again?
Of course. What kinds of feelings or words come to mind when you remember your childhood in Taiwan?
Or it's I don't want to uh, undergo again those bad experiences,
Mhm.
such as crime schools, crime courses, uh, other other a lot of class and studying pressures. I don't
Mhm.
want to suffer or undergo again. So it was most of them were bad bad experiences and bad feeling to me.
Yeah. Yeah, it sounds like a lot comes up with the way your parents parented, the way that your life really revolved around school, and you would have the weekend to relax. Sounds like a lot of stress and a lot of pressure as well, as you were saying. Um, if you could tell your 10-year-old self one thing, what would it be?
Uh, mm, 10-year old. 10-year old. Maybe study hard at math, at English, at
Mhm.
at chemistry or those subjects I was not good at.
Yeah, yeah. Just because I know you had your dream of being a scientist, so that'd be a good
Yeah.
advice. Okay, well, that concludes our interview. Thank you so, so much for sharing and being so open with your answers. I know we really appreciate it. And also, it was very interesting for me to get to know you, and I appreciate your time. I know it's late over there, so thank you again.
Okay. Thank you.
Okay, I'm going to go ahead and stop